Welcome back, sports fans. Mike Fussell here with your latest local action. Without a doubt, athletes are keeping busy throughout the interior this week. The World Eskimo Indian Olympics, also known as WEIO, are in town. The women's blanket toss finals took place at the Carlson Center last night. Athletes strive to jump higher than their competitors while maintaining style and balance in the air. A handful of volunteers helped make all of that possible by pulling the blanket, which is made of either seal or walrus skin. The 2-foot high kick was the event that was next, and it was also pretty competitive last night. Participants got a small running start, aiming to hit a hanging ball with both of their feet and stick a successful landing. After each round of competition, the ball was raised several inches higher. Casey Ferguson was last night's 2-foot winner with a kick of 8 feet and 5 inches, just 3 inches away from the world record. Ferguson says he didn't expect to get as high as he did.
I was just looking to come out here and have fun. You know, that's what I look forward to every year. I honestly didn't expect to get up to that height. That's for sure. So, you know, it's just a humbling feeling getting up there again. You know, it was a lot of fun. The crowd really helped a lot. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have been able to get up to where I was at. You know, so they contributed a whole lot.
And the Fairbanks Eclipse soccer clubs are down in the lower 48 for the USA Cup in Blaine, Minnesota. Last night, both teams duked it out against opponents during their first day of the playoffs. The 0-1 girls got shut out by Minnesota's Egan Wave Premier 2-0. Throughout pool play leading up to the bracket, the team went 2-1-0 overall. And the Fairbanks 99 group wasn't able to come out on top either. They would lose it 5-0 against another team from Minnesota in the quarterfinals. And around 165 runners got their blood pumping this morning in this morning's brisk conditions for the 8th annual Run of the Valkyries 8K race. The course started in the heart of Pioneer Park and meandered through town for around a total of 5 miles. It was relatively flat aside from some stretches of terrain in the park. Runners, spectators, and organizers donned Viking garb as a play on the song The Flight of the Valkyries. The race was organized by Opera Fairbanks and is part of the Oostbelly running series. Dylan Nixon Helms came across the finish line first with a time of 27 minutes and 25 seconds. Devin McDowell came in the number 2 spot, just fractions of a second behind him. Nixon Helms, who is headed to UAF in the fall, says McDowell helped push him on the 8K course, which is something he had to adjust to.
I definitely did. You know, I'm not used to running that quick for that distance. You know, my goal race this year was a 10K, and having to cut a couple of K off that, I knew I was going to be running a faster mile clip, and it's right up there with my interval pacing, and I have to get used to it because that's what I'm going to be running when I come into the fall season. So it was a good marker for the summer.
And many of the interior's baseball teams are on the road this weekend. The Alaska Gold Panthers took on the Peninsula Oilers last night at the ABL Showcase in Anchorage. Unfortunately for them, the game didn't count in league standings. The matchup would go scoreless for 5.5 straight innings, but the Panthers would tally 2 in the bottom of the 6th. That would seal up the game and give them a 2-0 shutout win. And the Alaska Wild Fairbanks Legion baseball squad took to Loretta French Field in a matchup against Eagle River. They would go on to collect double-digit runs, winning it 20-3. Michael Fitzpatrick had a notable game. He went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Ben Hall was on the mound for the Wild. He pitched all 5 innings of the game, which ended early, allowing 3 runs. And that about brings us to the buzzer for sports tonight. We'll have your full weather forecast coming up next. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next weekend.